Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. I want to unify, or, if we do a rematch, then we could do that.
The moment the final bell rang in their first fight, the controversy exploded. Fans were furious. Fighters were debating. The entire boxing world was split in two. And now, it's official. The rematch between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach is happening. And this time, there's no room for doubt, no excuses, and no way out.
Did you see the Gervonta Davis Lamont Roach fight?
Yeah, that was trash.
Well, I thought it was a good fight. You didn't think
Great fight, but the champion guy taking a knee, talking about greasing his hair.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm like, yo, how you just in the middle of the fight just go wipe your face?
Also, here's the deal. If you take a knee, that's a
knockdown.
That's a knockdown.
Subtract 2, right?
You got hit with a jab.
Yeah.
You took a knee.
And then you walked off.
Exactly. That is a knockdown.
Yeah.
So I think they're reviewing that right now.
Nah, that guy should have lost maybe.
Well, I feel like if they do review it and they do judge it as a knockdown, which it was clearly a knockdown to everybody.
It was a knockdown.
This isn't just a rematch. It's a battle for redemption, respect, and legacy. Because let's be real, the way their first fight ended, nobody was satisfied. The judges called it a draw, but half the world believes Roach got robbed.
I already signed. My first contract is signed for an immediate rematch in the case of a draw or if I win. So I'm already contractually signed to a rematch. It's on him. I hope we can get it done because I want to show the world again that that wasn't a fluke.
And now, after weeks of controversy, heated debates, and non-stop drama, these two are stepping back into the ring to settle it once and for all. Tank versus Roach 2. Let's break it all down. To understand why this rematch is about to be even crazier, let's go back to what went down in the first fight. Tank walked in as the favorite. He was undefeated, a knockout machine, the king of his division. Everyone thought this was just another routine victory, another name added to his highlight reel.
I'm a giant Gervonta fan.
Yeah.
I think that guy is so unusual. His style so unusual and his patience.
The Leo Santa Cruz fight was really something for me because Leo Santa Cruz is a technician, Mexican style, and the fight was very close before Tank stopped him. But he has that power that can end it.
He finds these openings and he sees them, but he doesn't go after them right away. He waits for the right time. He's so patient. Like when you watch the early rounds of his fights, he probably has the lowest punch count in the early round. But he also knows he's got that nuclear option that if he can crack you, most likely he's going to take you out. He's got massive confidence in that.
But Lamont Roach had zero respect for the script. From the opening bell, he brought the fight to Tank. He didn't back down, he didn't hesitate, and he sure as hell didn't look like some easy opponent, the way Tank's fans expected.
Again, wow, okay. I thought he had hurt his hand. Did he not take the mouthpiece? Took him out. That's what I thought.
Oh, here comes Davis. Davis exploding. And Roach meeting fire with fire.
Roach eating some big shots and coming right back.
A minute and a half left in what has been an eventful ninth. We thought Davis might have gone down for the first time in his career. Instead, he exploded and Roach took the shots and fired back some of his own.
Roach has to be careful. Tank loading up big here.
Tank unloading lefts and rights. Roach doing a pretty good job of deflecting some of these shots. Short left hand from Roach. Top right hand lands by the challenger.
This arena is on their feet right now.
Final minute of the ninth. Lead right hook, left hand from Davis.
Never expected Roach to be taking these shots and countering it.
Then, round 9 happened. That's when the entire boxing world started arguing. Roach landed a monster shot. Tank's legs wobbled, and in the next moment, he took a knee.
Oh, not right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned right when he took a knee. He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his... got to be a knockout. Yeah, he's got to circle me. He's got to count.
You take a knee like that, I look like a knockdown. All right? Okay, back up.
The referee didn't count it as a knockdown, and that's where the controversy began. Because if that moment had been ruled a knockdown, Roach would have won the fight. Instead, the judges scored it a draw. And now, the officials are reviewing the footage again.
Hopefully the commission gets this right. It was a bummer not being declared the winner on a technicality that could be righted, that wrong could be righted, obviously, in different ways, in different facets.
If they decide the no knockdown call was a mistake, Tank could retroactively lose his undefeated record. And that is why this rematch is so personal.
That was a knockdown, without a doubt. You can't spin it no other way. It's too clear. And I think the commission needs to do something about it because it can give me an incentive, anytime I'm not feeling good in a fight, take a knee.
Well, they said
and that's not a shot at Tank. I respect Tank and I like Tank a lot, but you can't do that.
They reversed the result of your fight.
Yeah.
Should they reverse the result of that fight as well?
Just depends. Like if that changes the whole fight, if that gives Roach a victory, give him the victory. That's how you keep the integrity of the sport, right? That's why they suspended me, right, to keep the integrity of the sport. So I feel like if you're gonna do it to me, you got to do it to everybody.
DAZN wasted no time hyping up the rematch. They set up a face-to-face meeting between Tank and Roach, and let's just say it was intense.
Just one. I just need this one. Trust me. The left hook.
I only need one too.
Okay.
You could get that too.
That's fine. All right, then we both got it. We both got it.
Like, come on, bro.
I can't hear you.
Lamont Roach walked in with swagger. He looked like a man who already believed he won the first fight. His confidence was sky high. And why wouldn't it be? In his mind, he beat Tank once, and now he just has to do it again.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
Tank, on the other hand, different energy. He didn't come in smiling. He didn't crack jokes. He looked locked in, focused, almost angry.
Turn into a demon every time. Think about what I've been through, think about what I lost. Go in there and get my man.
Your biggest fear is losing. How do you bottle that feeling up right before you step into the ring?
Because let's be honest, this rematch is everything for him. He didn't just want to beat Roach in the first fight, he wanted to destroy him. Instead, people are now saying Tank is slipping, that he's lost his killer instinct, that he's not the same fighter who was running through his opponents.
If I hit him with a little jab or whatever the case, oh, that ain't nothing. Or if he hit me, or if I block a shot, I was like, oh, too slow. Or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
And Roach, he wasn't holding back. He straight up told Tank, you know I beat you.
Good right hand from Mont, uppercut. Good combination, Mont. Oh, good left from Tank. Right hand from Monty. Oh, Tank took a knee. He got knocked down. That's a knockdown. Tank is trying to bail himself out. That's a knockdown. That's a knockdown! How are you going to do that and run and get a towel? Who gave Davis that right? This is a highway robbery, dog. Good combination, Lamont. Oh, shit. They swinging on each other. Good body shot, Lamont. Lamont is rocking with it. This is Tarver Roy 1. What's going to happen is they're going to give the fight to Tank, and then the second fight, Lamont going to say any excuses tonight, Tank. And then he will knock Tank out. I've seen it. Lamont won, bro. He won 7-5 with a knockdown. This guy did the unthinkable, and I hope they don't rob him. Scorecards. They said majority draw. They cheated Roach. Roach got robbed, and everybody knows it. Rematch right away. They robbed him.
He reminded him about the knee. He said the only reason Tank still has his undefeated record is because of bad officiating. He made it clear, this time he's not leaving it in the judges' hands. Tank didn't say much, but the look in his eyes, you could tell he's taking this personally. And when fighters like Tank take things personally,
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, you know. But you gotta go to the gym and, you know, get back to the drawing board and, you know, train a little harder.
that's when things get dangerous. For Tank, this isn't just another title defense. This is his entire career on the line.
Tank Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition.
Yes,
He was doing that a lot.
and he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
Think about it. His whole brand is built on being untouchable. The knockout king, the guy who ends fights with one punch, the superstar Floyd Mayweather handpicked as his successor. But if he loses this rematch, everything changes.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
And speaking of Floyd, you know he's watching this closely.
Was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know. He might have bounced. I don't know. He might have bounced. He was only on for a second. Tank, you want to come in, Tank? Can I bring you in? I would love to bring you in. Only because I know for like the longest, Tank has had an issue with fight hype, with me. I was like, bro.
Pull him in. Pull him in. Hold on.
I don't know.
How do I do it? You gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Because, let's not forget, Tank and Floyd are not on good terms right now, and Floyd has already made slick comments about how Tank didn't look great in the first fight. You best believe if Tank loses this rematch, Floyd is going to have a field day.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub? Like he was subbing you? Like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this.
Deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This is
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
And for Roach, this is his golden ticket. If he wins, he's not just the guy who almost beat Tank anymore. He's the man who took down one of the biggest stars in boxing. His whole career changes overnight.
Personally, Naj, you got anything else for Lamont?
Yo, last question. I just want to know, how has your life changed since the fight, man? You know, obviously we follow each other on social media. I see your followers went up, all of the other stuff kind of going up. How has things changed for you since the fight has happened?
Bro, literally overnight, it changed. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got walking around with security. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I walk around with my peoples. Like, it's crazy. I can't do the same stuff that I used to do. Like, I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go nowhere, bro. Like, I can't do nothing. And it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy because I know that that's what this come with if I get to the level that I'm supposed to be. But when it really happened to you, like, you sit back and look at it like, damn, like, this really happened off of this one performance. I've been working my ass off my whole life, but after this one performance, my whole life changed. And it's crazy. So,
you like it?
It's cool. I can manage it. I can manage it. I can see why niggas like get annoyed with it and stuff like that, but I can manage it. I'm all right.
So yeah, the stakes couldn't be higher. Now, let's talk about how this fight might go down. Roach already proved he has the tools to frustrate Tank. He's got great footwork, solid defense, and he knows how to break Tank's rhythm. If he can survive the early storm and drag the fight into the later rounds, he could take over just like he did last time.
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told y'all I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like, I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like, being up close and personal, obviously I seen it on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not going to tell y'all because y'all going to tell him.
But Tank? He's coming into this fight with a different mindset. In the first fight, he might have underestimated Roach. This time, he's coming for blood.
Oh, whoa. That's when he tried biting. I ain't even noticed that till somebody said something. Somebody said he tried to bite me. I ain't know none of that shit till somebody said that shit after the fight. And look, they talking about it.
Oh, whoa. Course, another comparison I don't want to make to Mike Tyson, but...
Nah, that's crazy. That's what he do. He get dirty. He know that heat coming.
Expect a way more aggressive Tank. No more playing it safe. No more coasting. No more letting the judges decide. He's going to try to end this fight early.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game. I take that. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
Because the longer this fight goes, the more dangerous it gets for him. This isn't just another rematch. This is the fight that will define Gervonta Davis' career.
That people want to discredit Tank, he's still a pound-for-pound fighter.
Yeah. What do you think about that fight that happened? You thought it was just an off night, or?
Everybody has an off night. Everybody has an off night. Shit, I had a off night with Cruz. Everyone has a night. It's boxing.
You want to run that back with Cruz or what?
Maybe down the line.
If he wins, he redeems himself. He shuts up the doubters. He proves that he's still the king. But if he loses, everything he built could come crashing down.
This is a secret Lamont Roach knows. Tank can go get you if you're running away, because Tank is very good at knowing the distance where he has most leverage on his punches. If you think about Mike Tyson is strange to say, but he wasn't great with his power when he was very close on the inside. Mike Tyson was a mid-range puncher. That's why Mike Tyson could go in from a distance and step in and knock you out. But when y'all are close, Mike Tyson didn't really have all his power in there. Neither does Tank. So if you're backing up, Tank can go get you. Other than that, Tank has to counter you. That's how Tank knocked out Rody. That's how Tank knocked out Ryan Garcia. That's how Tank hurt Mario Barrios and started that shit, that snowball. That's how Tank knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. That's why Tank talks so much. He needs you punching.
For Roach, this is the chance of a lifetime. If he wins, he goes from being a great fighter to being a legend.
He never been in the ring with a guy like me, with my demeanor, with my skill set, with my ability to punch with a guy. Even, I don't even know if he's been, because I know he's been in there with punchers that technically punch harder than, or from what we saw.
He don't leave him alone. He
Exactly.
never been in with a guy who he hits and he leaves him alone.
Exactly.
And he doesn't leave him alone.
And after that intense face-off, one thing is clear. These two are not coming to box. They're coming for WAR. The question is, who's leaving the ring victorious?
Joe Rogan reacts to controversial Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight. Joe Rogan is interested in a rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach after their fight ended in a draw. Watching the replay of the outstanding title fight last night between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, I had never seen Lamont fight before, but I'm a big fan now. The fight was a draw, but it was an amazing contest, and I really hope they run it back.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.